Everybody, it's Monica with your best female figure, and I have some killer exercises today, starting with this one, which you've seen me do in a few videos. I've been practicing this every day, and my butt is so insanely sore from this, so it's a really killer butt move. And speaking of killer butts, there's one of my friends that I perform with every now and then. We hung out last night at the Winch to go see some of our teachers performing. They were going to be doing some really amazing acts. So this is the back, how we get up to the stage. So we're down in the basement. That's where we get ready. This is where we wait. And then it's really dark. You can't see from backstage. So you almost like have to kill yourself to go up onto the stage where the curtains are. It's so dark back there. And then once you head back down, it's really quiet down there. A lot of people think it's creepy and that it's haunted. One of my friends last night who performed in the show, it was a goddess show, so all the acts were goddess themed acts. So she was some Egyptian goddess. And this is her telling me that she was freaking out in the bathroom because the lights were flickering on and off. So she thought some, paranormal stuff was going on, which I thought was hilarious. Anyways, at the end, you can watch footage of a couple of my mentors performing. They did some really amazing stuff. So here are the exercises that I'm going to share with you, starting with the band. So this is a band pull. You've seen this before, but I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to add a front leg raise. I've been doing front leg raises a lot more because they're really great for strengthening and toning your legs without adding bulk. Now, this looks like it's an upper body move, and it does work your back. If you're engaging your back muscles, it also works your shoulders as well as your biceps, but mainly it's a core exercise, and it's really great for slimming your waist. It trains your deep abdominals to really contract as your limbs are, kind of floating away from your body. This is like really important for anything that you do in life because that's how we move. And when your arms and legs are moving away from you, that's when your core is working the hardest to keep your spine, safe. So this is a really great move for strengthening your deep abdominals and also, obviously for cinching in your waist. Next exercise is a variation of the swan dive that I've shown before. So you're going to start from a standing position, bent over, so bending from the hips, not the waist, keeping your legs straight, but your knees can have just a slight bend. And then you're going to roll out. You're actually going to put your chest on the ball and you're going to roll forward, bend the legs, and you're going to lift your heels up towards the ceiling. As you do this, you have to contract your deep abdominals to keep your back from overarching, so you don't want to overarch your back. Now, if you want to, you can add a press to this. It's not quite a push-up, so you're keeping your elbows, fairly close, so you're not flaring them out. You're actually trying to get them to come back, and you're squeezing your upper back, so the area between your shoulder blades, and that gets your face a lot closer to the floor. So that's really, really similar to that swan dive where you're diving forward with your legs straight though. But this actually works your booty a little harder, and it also stretches your hamstrings and your low back as well. Next exercise is really challenging for your deep abdominals and also your inner thighs. So you're going to lay on your floor with your arms out to the sides, palms facing up. You have to have your palms facing up for this exercise to be really effective. You're going to contract your deep abdominals, engage your inner thighs and your pelvic floor, and then you're going to drop both legs diagonally to one side. So you're twisting from the hips and then you're dropping the legs over to the other side. It looks like an easy move. It's not. You feel it everywhere. It is intense. My Pilates class students have told me that they feel like they're getting much better core workouts since I've been incorporating ball moves into the class. So be careful that you're not using your thighs to do that move. It's all about your deep abdominals. Now, this next exercise is really great for slimming your waist. Again, you have to do this correctly, otherwise you're going to end up bulking your waist. So that's something that if you don't feel that you have that core stability yet, you might want to skip this move until you really feel that you have your deep abdominals nice and strong. So this is more advanced. So you're going to sit in this frog position, which is going to stretch your inner thighs. It's also going to prevent you from cheating on this exercise. So you really need to contract your deep abdominals and then roll the ball around you with your arms straight and lift overhead. That's where your back muscles are going to come into play with this exercise. So you're training your entire upper body, you're training your deep abdominals to slim your waist. Next exercise is very similar to the previous one, except that instead of lateral rotation, you're rolling forward and you have your legs spread out to the sides. So spread your legs out as wide as you can. Sit up really tall so you don't want to sit on your tailbone, and then you roll the ball forward to stretch your entire chest and back. And then you just draw the legs in using your inner thighs, your pelvic floor, your deep abdominals, and you lift the ball overhead, and then you also lift the legs. You can either just lift them with your knees bent, or you can lift them all the way straight up if you want to work them a little bit harder. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that it has been helpful. I will be back in a couple of days with more exercises and tips to help you get your best female figure. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave you with these two performances from two of my mentors.